prosecutor, the clerk, the defense attorney, somebody that come to court. I don't know what it means to be qualified. I could say I'm qualified to teach, but if I don't have a teacher certificate, then I'm not allowed to teach. So let's stop having conversation, sir. It's not a conversation. Let's stop having conversation. Mr. Martin, you're dark. And then I don't know what you just put in your mouth, but please understand that we're in court. I need you to please be seated, stationary, in a place where I can see you and ready to attend court.
I was attacked by 3 people
Okay, so sir, let me interrupt you. Miss Ritter, you just gonna mute the person?
No, Judge. And if he has any questions, he can reach out to the prosecutor's office and we'll answer those additional questions.
Okay, well, let me. Okay, Mr. Murad, stop muting my people.
So the note that I have is for the people to speak with the complainant and to determine whether she wishes to proceed, that she is not required to appear today.
Ms. Stevenson, those are your notes, how you wrote it down. I can't tell you, but what I do know is there's no way on this side of whatever y'all believe in. And then I said, they're a minor. I'm not asking their wishes. I'm telling them they better respond to the people's subpoena or they might find themselves arrested. They're a minor. And then Miss Ritter, you had oh no, I'm not. Some complaining witnesses look like they left.
Excuse me, Autumn.
Yes.
They're gonna come in.
Okay. So you had a complaining witness on Mayberry.
Yes. He's still in the breakout room, Judge. He's actually on the telephone, so I told him to stay put in that breakout room.
Oh, well, it's time to release him.
Okay. I'll try to move.
When Miss Stevenson or Miss okay, yeah, Miss Shive is here, so all right. So with respect to the person on the telephone that's identified as Steve Williams, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so Mr. Williams, I'm sure you were perhaps advised that in the future, you have to, if you're going to attend court, you need to attend by video conference. Otherwise, your appearance, we have no way of knowing who's on the telephone.
I understand.
All right. Or you can come in person if you want to, but you are the complaining witness on Mayberry, correct?
Right, on the Mayberry family.
And the defendant.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, please. The defendant has failed to appear. All right, the court is adjourning the matter to July 10th at 8:35.
Okay. Yeah, may I ask you a question?
You perhaps, but I probably won't be able to answer it. What is your question?
I was attacked by 3 people
okay, so sir, let me interrupt you. Miss Ritter, you just gonna mute the person?
No, Judge. So I had a conversation with Mr. Williams and I explained to him the procedures of today's hearings. And if he has any questions, he can reach out to the prosecutor's office and we'll answer those additional questions.
Okay, well, let me, okay, Mr. Murad, stop muting my people. Sir, that is a question that I would not be able to answer. That's an issue between you and the prosecutor's office. If you have any questions about who has been charged in the case, that's a question for the prosecutor's office. That has nothing to do with me. And so the case has been adjourned to July the 10th at 8:35. Have a great day and stay safe. All right, Mr. Interpreter, if you could please start your video. All right, thank you. And I'm now ready on Bamaka. Mr. Interpreter, please state your name for the record.
Ricardo Cáceres, C-A-C-E-R-E-S.
And please raise your right hand for me. And are you a certified Spanish interpreter?
I'm qualified, Your Honor.
I said, are you a certified Spanish
No,
interpreter?
I am not. I qualify.
Who sent you here? The court services sent you?
Yes, the court sent me the order.
Oh, can you call Madam Clerk, can you call court services and ask them when did they start sending uncertified interpreters? How am I supposed to proceed on a court proceeding with an interpreter that's not certified?
One moment, Your Honor.
Thank you. Sir, you can put your hand down.
Just for the record, Your Honor, I am qualified.
No, it's no record, sir, unless I say it's a record. I don't know what qualified means. What I'm telling you is that the law requires that I have a certified interpreter for the interpreting services. I don't know if you qualified or not, but I want to know if you're certified by the court. That's all I need to know. So it's no record unless I make a record. It's no record. It's a question on the floor to the court services. We have to have certified interpreters, and we have several that come to court. I don't know what it means to be qualified. I could say I'm qualified to teach, but if I don't have a teacher certificate, then I'm not allowed to teach. So let's stop having conversation, sir. This is not a conversation. Let's stop having conversation. Mr. Martin, you're dark. And then I don't know what you just put in your mouth, but please understand that we're in court. I need you to please be seated, stationary, in a place where I can see you and ready to attend court. Thank you. Madam Clerk, anything?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. I spoke with interpreting services. They're going to get you a certified interpreter, and they're going to check into the qualified interpreter that was sent.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what? Okay. Okay, let me call somebody okay, thank you. Counsel, have a seat for a moment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, well, I'm gonna pass the case for a minute because I had to call, I did call court administration, so she's gonna find out if this is okay, because I don't necessarily wanna have to wait long for another interpreter, so she's gonna find out if this is okay for me to proceed, so just give me a moment. Okay, let's do Martin and then Brookins. Oh wait, here's the court administration. Okay, hold on. All right, so I have been educated as to what the difference is between the qualified and certified interpreter is, and and that they are allowed for a period of time to interpret for the court. So I'm satisfied. And so let Ms. Villarreal know that she can, her services are not required. And then I am ready then on Bamaca. Counsel, you all can step back up to the podium. Good morning, Ms. Villarreal.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. How are you?
Well, thank you.
Wonderful. Ms. Villarreal, thank you for showing up at such a short notice, but we did work out the issue that I had, and so now I don't need your services.
Oh, okay, that's fine, Your Honor.
But thank you as always. It's always a pleasure to have you, and thank you for being available and coming on a short notice. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome, Your Honor. You have a good day.
All right, you as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so now counsel, I mean, not counsel, Mr. Interpreter, now you can raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that you will translate from English into Spanish, anything I say, counsel says, or the clerk says, and from Spanish into English, anything Mr. Bamica says to the best of your ability?
I do.
All right, thank you. Okay, and so this is case number 224570401, the people of the state of Michigan versus Julio Victor Bamica.
Este es el caso 2245700401, el estado de Michigan contra el señor Julio Bamica.
All right.
May I leave, Your Honor?
You may, yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, I'm ready on Boykins. Looks like the witness is back. Or Brookins. I said Boykins. I meant Brookins. Okay, Mr. Brookins, your device is moving around a lot.
I apologize. I just got out of surgery, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Ritter, oh, here we go. For a final pretrial conference, Ms. Stevenson?
So thank you, Your Honor. It is my understanding that by today's date, the people were to determine the cooperation of the now 16-year-old complaining witness after getting some direction from the court. And I'm not sure where we are with that.
I apologize, Ms. Stevenson. Say that again.
I want to pull my exact notes, Judge.
Was this, you're saying this was something I was supposed to do?
No, Your Honor, at the direction of the court, it is my understanding that the people were to make contact with the complaining witness, who is now 16 years old, Your Honor, and determine whether she's available to be in court or whether they would be able to proceed.
Ms. Ritter, you're shaking your head.
So, Judge, my notes indicate that the court set this for jury trial on July 5th of this year at 10:30, Your Honor. And the court indicated that the people must inform the witness that they have to appear because they are underage, they are still a minor, and that they have to appear for the trial date.
That sounds like what I said.
So the note that I have is for the people to speak with the complainant and to determine whether she wishes to proceed, that she is not required to appear today, but that the people were to have a conversation with the complainant.
Ms. Stevenson, those are your notes, how you wrote it down. I can't tell you, but what I do know is there's no way on this side of whatever y'all believe in, heaven, purgatory, hell, whatever it is, that I'm going to let a minor tell me that they don't want to proceed. It's no way.
Okay.
So it's no way. So I don't care if they want to proceed or not. They're going to come to court and testify and answer the people's questions. So that's how that works. Now, I think I told Ms. Ritter's notes sound more like what I said, because maybe somebody told me that the complainant did not want to proceed. I don't know if it was this case, but I do remember a case where somebody said the complainant didn't want to proceed. And then I said, they're a minor. Well, I'm not asking their wishes. I'm telling them they better respond to the people's subpoena or they might find themselves arrested. They're a minor, and I'm never going to let a minor tell me that they don't want to proceed. It'll never happen. So they can come and answer the people's questions, and then the jury can decide based upon their answers to the people's questions whether or not the people have been able to meet their burden. That's all we're doing.
Okay.
So
we have trial set for July 3rd.
no, we don't. It's set for July 5th. We changed dates with Judge Garrett so we wouldn't have to break. In the proceedings. So we have trial for July 5th. The trial is July 5th. This is the case where I called to make sure that Judge Garrett didn't have a trial scheduled on July 5th. And then Mr. Navin switched my jurors to July 5th so that we wouldn't have to come on July 3rd and then not come on July 4th and then come on July 5th. So we're starting trial on July 5th.
Okay. Okay. So we continue the plea of not guilty at this point, Your Honor.
I know I sound like you're getting ready to ask me for something that I don't want to give you.
I know, of course I'm going to do that. So, well, I am going to ask, for final pretrial conference, Your Honor, prior to the July 5th trial date at Well, I am going to ask for final pretrial conference, Your Honor, sometime that week before the trial date.
I don't think I have space, but we'll see. Oh, I'm coming in person on June 28th to see Miss Williams.
Right.
Miss Rudder, how many do I have on June 28th?
June 28th.
I sure can fill up a week quick though, because I wasn't even putting stuff on that day, on that week. And then when I decided not to go to the thing, I just filled the week up. How many?
24, Your Honor.
What about the 27th?
$17.
And what about the 26th?
$11.
26th, final pretrial conference. Not guilty, continued. June 26th at 9:10. Final pretrial conference. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
No, not at this time. Thank you very much, Your Honor.